Welcome everyone to IdoNotes episode 84, LotusLive and Vondle. Today we're going to look at LotusLive and Vondle, another integration point in an integrated application that is in the LotusLive suite. Once again, you can go back and review the ones we've already done for Skype and Tungle if you need to, but this is the LotusLive dashboard where you start out once you log in. Same thing exists as previously that I noted with Tungle. And actually, I didn't know if I noted it for Skype or not, but any of these links down the left-hand side, which you would imagine go to the product themselves, actually go to the wiki to give you information about Skype and Tungle and Vondle. So looking at Vondle, I had to go in previously as before. Inside your company account settings, you'll have to go into your integrated applications, and inside your integrated applications is where you enable the features that you want. Now I enabled Vondle Live. Little did I know that when I enabled it for the company, I still had to go out to their site and do some more work. So I did that. I thought this would be pretty much like Tungle and Skype. Skype, sure, you have to get an account. Tungle, you have to get an account or it creates one for you. Vondle, you have to actually purchase. So Tungle and Skype were free. Vondle is a purchase. So there is pricing. So what I did is I brought it up to let you know exactly how this works. First of all, I had to register. I set up a trial account. So this is the welcome screen after a trial account that tells me to enable it, which I just showed you I did. You have a few choices. It's $5 per user per month. So when you enable it, you may want to enable it only for select users and pay those $5 fees, or you could enable it for everybody and pay it for everyone. They have a quick wizard on the screen that asks you some information. One of the questions was kind of interesting. It asked the sex of the person registering, which I don't know what that has to do with the account, but they do capture that information when you register in the system itself. So be aware of that. So once you do that, you get an email letting you know it's set up. You turn it on inside of LotusLive and off you go. And if anyone wanted to look, under the Try It Now, you can actually get your trial demo, which is what I did. And Buy It Now is where you actually do your pricing. So they make it very easy for you to point and click and get this done. But you keep in mind, you do have to do this extra step before you go. So we're going to go back to LotusLive. So inside of LotusLive, I actually have it done. Inside applications, I now have a viewer installed, the Vondle viewer. So it's up to 70 plus different application types. What it allows you to do is view the applications without having it installed locally, which is a very cool feature. So you're able to actually print and manipulate and edit and work with documents, work with attachments, work with different file types, including even CAD drawings, without having the actual software on the machine. So as you work across teams, this is a great way to go. So you notice the icons they give you. Anything with an eye is already converted. Anything that is just a simple checkbox still needs to be converted, which this button actually converts it. Kind of hidden, doesn't really say until you hover over it. But I converted this one in advance. The reason being is about the file conversion below where it says it could take 20 seconds per page. So in order to save time for you guys, I went ahead and converted it. So we have the file here, so I can click the viewer button. And once I do, as you see, we're going to get a new window. I'm not sure how this is going to look the first time. We're going to walk through together really quick. I'm going to allow it to actually have access. And there we go. So there's 35 pages inside of this one. You can select what page you're on. You'll be able to manipulate, zoom in, zoom out, even put some comments on the document itself. So you have the ability to do numerous things inside of the document itself. We'll wait a minute for it to open itself up with all the documents that are in there. So everybody knows I waited about 2 minutes and let this run and had no luck in getting this one to show at all inside of this one. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see exactly what we get there. There we go. So it actually came up. I waited another couple of seconds and it actually came up. So what we can do quickly, we'll walk through, and I'm not going to do so much with Vondle because they show you on their website. But you're allowed to manipulate your way through the pages. You're allowed to do markups and changes. Now, if you'll notice, it does move a little slower as I'm going through, which I found interesting as I was manipulating with the product itself. From the zooming in, the markups, like I said, the ability to manipulate and move yourself around the page so you could work with it. Other action items that exist at the top. So if you wanted more information on how Vondle works, I'd visit their website. They have a screencast of their product. I wasn't worried about the product, but more about the integration. Any files you upload into your files for LotusLive will be able to show inside of here and be converted. And then as across teams, as you enable this, you'll be able to view and access your documents. So that's Vondle Live, or Vondle integration with LotusLive. Don't forget to visit the other IdoNotes podcasts and screencasts on Lotus Live.